don't be talking sideways. He said, you look like this. He made sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snaps, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch. Back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina. Belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Matt.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Washington Redskins and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And he's got this down to the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Wentz to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kelly. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Throwing his wins. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Allen Hurns, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man is him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now Wilson. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive #1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all
Still
for
first
now on
down.
the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Wilson on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting the lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. Now
a play fake here on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Finding some room in midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's a give to Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson, flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. To throw, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's got room. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. Colts coming out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Phillips. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Wentz now on 1st down. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wentz to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Again, it's Wentz. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and 1, Wilson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And going deep for Hill. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. The dangerous Hill now to return. Spinning past him. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete. Yeah,
he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. To throw is Wilson. On third down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards for number 11. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second and 10, it's Wilson again. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. The toss out to Barkley. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Set. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's James. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
3-19.
Back now in Indianapolis. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Blue 90. Blue
Now
90.
contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation
Still
game
third
for
down.
them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Now let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now it's Wilson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that one will be accepted. Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a toss right to Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 50, check 50. Alert. Gotta go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Let's get it. Shotgun. 14. Well. Gotta go. Hey, over here.
Here's Wilson to throw. And it is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They give him a gain of 38.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Check 50.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Barkley, toss play left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville, and that's now a 2-touchdown game as the Eagles have scored again. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's James. A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Phillips. And he's taken down inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 2nd down.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on. And, boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like they had the touchdown they needed.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Oh, Wilson going to throw. This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory. Sam Darnold, 2 touchdown passes in the W. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's James. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Gone. Here we go now. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it to Hearns. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.